everybody, welcome to this new YouTube live streaming. Today I'm gonna show you how you guys can create a social media design for Instagram, and I'm used it to create things for illustration, characters, cute characters, and many stuff like this. But for today, I wanna bring here a different lesson, I'd say, because it's more focused to the graphic design side. Because I'm gonna use also some text techniques, and I wanna say welcome to the new members on here, mainly the patrons. Thank you all the patrons to make this live streaming happen. I'm very great about this. And let me share here with you my screen. Okay, this one. Starting here, this is screen. Look, this is the exercise that we did on the Patreon. Okay, so you guys can learn even more from my tutorials by joining in this link here. Okay, and here we did this coffee using nice techniques. It's very simple, it's very basic. In case you guys are learning, Affinity on iPad and desktop. Okay, and look, another thing that I'd like to share with you here. Okay, that is the topic that we're gonna do today. And the last tutorial that we did in the past week, this one, let me show you. This one is going to turn it off. This one is not available anymore to watch. Okay, these are going to watch just for the patrons. Okay, so if you want to learn, you need to stay with me here, in this live streaming. And let me show you another thing. Perhaps you guys don't know a lot about my work. I'm a gaming artist, and I'm used to do a lot of stuff like characters. Let me show you just some small examples, for game. And most of this, this one here is more for my clients, and this one is from the YouTube that I did, for YouTube and etc. Well, you guys can take a look on there and ask me which kind of tutorials you guys want to learn. If you guys like most background scenes like this, let me show you just some examples. This is a very huge project, because we have a lot of objects, and I'd say for Affinity Designer, I did this using Affinity Designer is really good. I haven't any problem with this. And icons and items, I did a lot of logo designs, icons, items, and this is why I want to share with you my experience, during these tutorials, and so on. Also animations, and you guys can take a look by yourself, visiting my portfolio. Okay, so let's get started. I want to tell you about the social media, how social media works. The first thing, guys, of course, this is a very basic I'd say principle that I want to bring on here. It's about size, space, and balance. Okay, this is a three just small principles that I want to bring here, because the first thing that you guys need to understand when you are going to create a post, let's say, is the artboard. Okay, you need to respect the guideline from the social media. In this case here, I'm going to design this rectangle. Okay, and this is the first thing that you guys will see when you will design your work. Okay, so you need to follow the guidelines from the social media. Okay, for example, here in this panel, the transform panel, you guys will see on here the dimensions of this object. Okay, and on here I will set this as 1080 and this one as a 1080. Okay, like this is the pattern for the Instagram. Okay, this size here. And if you want to make a kind of landscape, portrait, I'd say, portrait, you guys just need to set here to 1, 3, and 5, 0. Okay, so this is another dimension. So you guys can use this rectangle, in order to create a kind of canvas, But you guys can create, a canvas on here. Okay, you can create a canvas, but I don't like to use this most, because perhaps your project will become very heavy, and I like to keep just using this document, using this rectangle. All right, and okay, so about the size, let me show you. I will just create here this example. All right, so we have the size. Okay, and when you are going to design your post, you need to understand what you want to share to your to your people, to your audience, I want to say. And if you guys draw just one small circle like this, if you guys design just one circle at the middle, you guys can understand about the size like this example. if I bring this too big, this will become heavy, you know, this will become a heavy design. And if we reduce this to small, these are going to be small, of course, but you guys will add more elements, you know, text, you know, buttons, and even more layers. And you guys need to give more space to your design. Okay, so I know this can be a bit confusing if you are learning from now, but I will do this in a particle mode. Okay, in a very practice. Okay, so I will start here by creating this background. Okay, just give me a small color. I will hide this for now, and I will apply here a fill tool. Okay, I'm gonna use the radial like this. Okay, and I'm starting here to create the post. Okay, and here I will do a kind of, you know, yellow, because I want to make this appealing. There is a focal point that I want to bring in this post. Okay, so now I will create a text using the text tool. Okay, and I will type on here, and I will just type here burger. Okay, let me just reduce this one here. Look, you guys can set more your settings, you know, the panel settings, the text on here. Okay, this is the panel text, and you guys can change the font style. Okay, on here I have my personal font style, you know, that I got from the internet, but you guys can import in order to see this list on here. And in order to see this, in order to download this, of course you guys can download in somewhere website, you know, and here in the font you guys can import, you know, from the document, download it. All right, and you guys can see here the file names, you know. Okay, and back in here I will make some adjustments for this text. Look, here we have the size. All right, here we have the size. I can adjust here to 100, and there is some other options that you guys can use as well. Okay, the positioning, you guys can change on here the distance. You know, remember about the space, so try to keep in mind about this space, size, and balance. This is the Jhon principle that I'm creating with you right now. Okay, the new Jhon principle. And you guys can look on here and see in a very small size, you know, in order to understand, because on the mobile phone, you know, your user will not be able to see very close. It's on the, you know, mobile phone. Okay, and I will just click on here. Okay, I will duplicate this for now. Okay, I like to make backups, and I can make some, you know, variations of text. I can try to use this one. Let me show you. I can just, you know, change here. Of course it depends about the brand that you guys are creating. You know, fonts like this doesn't work so well. Please don't use fonts like this, because we want to grab the people attention, you know, in order to have the engagement, you know. And personally I like to use fonts like this. You know, this is more for racing, you know, like speed, you know. So this is much more about typography. You know, this is much more about typography, but I'm not going to tell you everything about typography. It's just show you what you guys can use, why you can use this. All right, this is the most important thing. I like to use the Montserrat. Let me show you the Montserrat. This one here is very famous, the most used. Look how amazing is this font. It's because this is a, you know, strong font, you know, and you guys can change here, and I think it's free, as I know. Okay, so basically with this font here, you guys can compare, you know, which one is better, and try to make this test. Okay, try to make some tests, which one is better. Try to zoom out, flip, make some tests, and so on. Okay, I'm gonna use my one, this one here, okay, below, but you guys can use this or whatever you guys want. Okay, and let me hide this, and I want to see here Renaissance. Yeah, I like this one, to be honest. Look, you guys, I will do a nice technique here that is called convert to curves. Okay, if you convert this to curves, what is gonna happen, you can now change this position. You guys can make some, you know, different shapes for this text. This is really amazing, you know. And also you guys can play around it, you know. You can make this, bring this onto here, okay, You guys can size this on here. Look how simple it is. And you guys can also apply some background shadow. For example, I will apply here in this group. Okay, this is a group, and I will apply right now the outer shadow. Okay, look, there's an outer shadow, but this shadow is too strong. Okay, and I'm gonna use the radius in order to make this with this radius. Look, this is really amazing. Okay, and here I can change here the composition of this blend mode. Look how this overlay performs well, because this creates a not black, but this merged with the color behind. Okay, this is really nice. I like to use this one. And look, if I change this color here, just to show you, okay, just as my example, if I change this color, the background will follow the overlay. This is why I like to use the overlay. Okay, so now it's time to make, I want to make a sandwich, very simple. And in order to do that, you guys need to look at the references. Okay, don't try to do everything by your head, because we don't know everything by our head. And my suggestion is there is an option here in the stock, as you guys can see, and you guys can type here, let's say burger, just to see if you can grab some references. And look, we have a lot of references. I like this one already. Look, we have some options. I think this one is very good, but you guys can scroll down here to see. I'll click in this one, okay, and drag, and it's going to download this. And this is an image, okay, very big image because of the resolution. So I'm going to resize this, and of course I'm going to vector. Okay, I'm I'm not going to use this as photo, but you guys can use this as photo. But of course you're gonna need to slice the the shape behind the white shape. For example, if I use this just to show you how nice it is, look, I can make this already a post. Okay, we have a post, and okay, sure, this is a simple post, and you guys can do this. Okay, this is my example. Please, if you are enjoying, don't forget to hit the like button, because this really helps this channel. YouTube will understand that this channel is good, is important for everybody. Okay, all right, so let's create here a small vector design work. I'm going to start to vector this over. Okay, very simple. I can look at the shapes. Look at the shape we have this sandwich. I will create a random color at this stage. Okay, one shape and two. Let me grab this color. Another shape. I'm just duplicating on here, okay? And I can duplicate this one, and apply on here. And this one will be this salad. Okay. All right. So here's the magic. Let me group this. So this is the primary shape that I'm creating. Okay. Let me say hello to everybody. Hello, Kina, Matias, Lucy, Brandon, Mateus, Terry, everybody that is joining on here. Lucy, thank you guys. 𝚅𝚎𝚌𝚝𝚑𝚒𝚘 me. Okay, thank you guys. So now I will just convert this to shapes. Look how nice it is. I'm gonna use the corner tool, and I will make this as the shape here. I'll change this color just for now. Okay, this one here can be the perhaps the cheese. Okay, let me apply a gradient here in order to see a bit better. Okay, and I will start now to apply some curves for this cheese. Okay, you guys can use the pencil tool with the sculpt mode, all right, and you guys can create something like this. Let me apply this above, okay, in order to see better. All right, so we have the first shape here, the sandwich, that we just converted. Use the corner tool. Okay, we can change here the corner tool. Okay, this is the cheese, and perhaps this, let me see here, I have a tomato, but I don't think there is an order that you guys can follow. But let me apply here just some small colors. Tomato, sandwich, the burger. Let me apply the burger. This one here will be the burger. Okay, and look, this is a very flat design, but I want to change this. Okay, I want to change this, and using the pencil tool, this is a curve. Okay, look, this is a curve. I can change it with my hands. Okay, very simple. But with the sculpture mode, I want to create some kind of cheese effects. Look how nice it is. I'm creating some cheese effects. Okay, and I can mix this with more curves. Look how nice it is. I like to work with few points as possible because I have more control over my design. Okay, and look, this shape here needs to be above of this shape here, so I can change this later on. Look how simple it is. You know, I really enjoy to work in this way. Okay, and I can apply here, let me see, salad. This one will be the salad or tomato, I don't know. I will keep it the tomato. Using the fill tool, guys, you guys can apply the gradient. Okay, you can apply the gradient and create some few points in order to create the colors. Look, I'm just applying a bit of color on here. Okay, and this is a too flat design. I want to change it. I want to make this more organic. Look at the reference. Okay, the reference is a bit rounded, and in order to make this rounded, I will convert this as curve as well, and I will bring this a bit below. Okay, let me apply this above the shape, and I can just let me apply already a bit of perspective on here. Okay, look, I'm creating a bit of perspective. Just make some small changes. All right, small changes. This is the reference that I'm using. Okay, just to see, but I don't need this anymore for now. Okay, and I will keep like this. Look, again, I will convert this to curves, and I will change. Okay, arrange the layers as you guys can see. Okay, and I can apply some kind of, you know, curves on here. Just use the node tool. All right, as you guys can see. All right, look, this one here as well. Guys, it's so easy to control, you know, using this technique that I'm showing you. It's very easy. You don't need to use the pencil tool to draw everything. You know, this is why I'm showing you this technique. And this can be, let's see, not blue, but yeah, the salad. Now the salad. And with the pencil tool, I can, you know, create here some kind of curves like this. Okay, look. And here we go. Okay, easy, isn't it? Look, I'm saving a lot of time just by creating this instead of creating, you know, the side below, because I can now, look how nice is this. I will make a better composition, okay, of the colors. Let me just decrease the luminance here, make this a bit red. Look how it's becoming, very simple. And this one here, let me change this color because I'm a bit concerned about this color. Let me change this a little bit as well. Curve, because this tomato needs to be small, as I see in the references. You know, it needs to be a bit small. Or you guys can duplicate. You know, you can make more variations, as you guys can see. And look, I applied a shadow below of this, you know, sandwich. As you guys can see, this shape here, we have a shadow here below. Okay. And in order to do that, pay attention to this technique. All right, I'm going to use, at this point, I'm gonna use the vector brush. Okay, and I'm gonna use the most downloaded brush from the Essential Vector. Most of you guys, I think, owns this. Okay, and I'm gonna use this one. Okay, vector brush. I'll grab here this color. Okay, and I'll make this a bit, you know, with low luminance. I increase right now the width, and right now, look, I'll click in Insert Inside, and I will draw here a shadow. Of course, I need to change here this color. Let me change this, something like this. Okay, and now the technique is here. I will apply the Gaussian blur. Okay, as you guys can see, and we have already a nice composition. You know, a bit of shadow. Right, let me change this cheese effect a bit more yellow, you know, and orange. So try to look, about the colors. It's quite tricky because you need to manage between the orange, red, it's quite tricky. But once you understand, the idea, you guys will do a really great job. And I can increase this. Look how nice it is, this technique. I can just use the curve and increase here, the cheese. Okay, look. Or even I can use the vector brush in order to make some highlights. Okay, for example, guys, I'm not looking at the chat at this moment, okay, because I'm concentrated in this work, because I don't want to lose your time and mine either. And look, for now I will create here the the brush. Let me save this project, just back on here and save. You guys can save by click on here, okay, and save, but I don't like to use this very much. Look, I will create right now some curves, okay, like this. I reduce the size, and here we go. It's much better now. Look, creating just small shadings, okay, and let me increase a bit more. And look, pay attention to this. This needs to be inside, okay. This curves needs to be inside of this cheese, inside of this one, okay. Look, and you guys now can change a little bit, the curve, and apply some transparent. Okay, look, you guys can duplicate this and apply it to here. Okay, even increase, like this. Okay, this is a more shading technique that I'm using with the vector brush. Okay, look, so we have shading for the sandwich. Okay, go step by step. Okay, guys, go step by step. And now I will create, let me try to create here this some point from the top of the sandwich. I can look, a nice technique that I like to use for same objects. Okay, pay attention to this process. I like to use the symbols. Okay, symbols, create one, and okay, so I can duplicate many times, like I'm creating. Okay, like this. And now if I change just, let me convert this to curves. If I change just this one, okay, let me select this ellipse. Okay, I can change this now and change all the other shapes. Okay, I really like to use symbols for this purpose. Okay, look, guys, just to remember you, I will be on Discord. Okay, the Vectorize Plus Discord channel, where I want to talk with you, answer your questions directly, person by person. Okay, and here we go. Let me duplicate. Look, I can duplicate even more if you guys want. Okay, like this. Look how nice it is. Simple, isn't it? And of course, I like to apply some kind of shadings in this sandwich using the vector brush. This is why I love vector brush. I'm gonna use this one. Okay, let me grab this color and insert inside and draw. Let me draw here a bit of shading, and now I just need to create a bit more depth. And here we go, whoop, whoop, and here you go, a bit of light here. And look, 3 or 4 brushes you guys can create this effect, okay, using few colors. Okay, and it's quite simple, to be honest, but if you follow in this way that I'm creating here, you guys can create a bit more depth to your project. Okay, like I'm creating, I can resize here a bit. Okay, like this, and I can make this a bit dark, but don't try to make this too dark. Okay, look, this is the result that we got so far at the top of this object. The next step is, let me group all of these objects. Okay, and let me save it first, of course. And let me just group. Okay, group. Oh, internet has, I think, hey guys, the second I lost the power, the energy here. I don't know why. hey guys, just let me know if it's working. Okay, I got a small connection. Okay, yeah, my energy here just turned it off. I don't know what's happened somewhere here. Okay, so let's start here again. Okay, I hope it's working. Okay, thank you guys for letting me know. Thank you so much. And here I will create just a bit of shading. Okay, just a small shading for these tomatoes. Look, like this. Okay, like this, and here. And here you go. Look, I really like to use the fill tool in order to make some shadings, but you guys can use the vector brush. It's up to you. Okay, it's up to you. There is not rule, when someone but you should use this. No, I don't like to give rules, on here. This is just my process, and you guys can follow or not. Look, here I have now let me make the burger. I want to make this a bit more, this color here. Remember, all the time when you guys feel a bit lost, try to look at the reference. Okay, for example, I need to refresh my mind, in order to see the images like this. Okay, this is a chicken chicken fries, and let's see here about this. I will apply this on here. Like this is okay, and I can apply the texture on here. All right, I can apply texture like this using the bubbles like this. This is a vector brush. Okay, and now I will create right now, insert inside. Okay, and I can apply this on here, and of course I will make this a bit dark, and I will apply the Gaussian blur. Okay, in order to make this kind of meat effects, I'd say. Okay, yeah, let's apply here this one like this. Look, okay, and now let's finish here the salad. And guys, the cool thing about working with vector, just to answer the creative agents that my burger structure is all wrong, my friend, I don't care about if it is wrong. I can change this in whatever position I want, so I'm not burger making, just to let you know. But you guys can follow. There are hundreds of images that you guys can follow, and you can grab from the internet in order to understand more about the burgers. Okay, and here I will create insert inside, and I will create more shadings for this salad. Okay, for the salad, let me show you a nice thing. If you look at the reference, okay, let me show you the reference. This one here, I have some kind of effects, the shadows, and here I will apply insert inside using the pencil tool at this stage. Okay, using the pencil tool, I will grab this color. Okay, make this a bit dark, and insert inside, and I will make like this. Oops, let me just turn off the stroke mode. I have a stroke mode. Okay, so you need to set up your pencil tool in order to work correctly. Okay, this is why I'm change here to the insert inside, the stroke, in order to see if it's correct. Okay, now it's working. Look, now I can create some kind of effects like this. Okay, and here we go. Oh, look how nice it is. And create more this effects. Take your time to make the shadows, and here we go. Okay, here is the shadow between the salad. And you guys look again, you can change, you can duplicate this, you can apply here at the top. And this is about vector, my friend. Vector, you can change the position. Okay, this is so easy and cool. Okay, look, I can change, I can apply the cheese here between the tomato. Okay, so here we go. I think now it's so much better, isn't it? Thank you for letting me know that it was not so nice. Now it's good. And I think I can apply this one here. also here below. Okay, like this. Here is the burger. Okay, so also you guys can change a bit this little one. Okay, like make it this a bit more rounded. I will keep it like this. I like it. And now guys, let me show you. I will duplicate this. Okay, I will duplicate this right now, but let me first see where is. Okay, it's here. This objects on here. Okay, and I will group this. Okay, group, and now duplicate, bring this here below. I'm saving your time by showing you this technique. Okay, because instead of creating, you know, this shape here and here below as well, just focus in one and duplicate this layer and bring this here below. Okay, and here you go. Of course I will change this and apply a bit of shadow. Okay, and like this. Okay, just a small shading. Oops, like this. And here we go. I will remove this, you know, perhaps leave this very small. Yeah, like this. I can resize. Okay, and apply this, as you guys can see. Okay, and this is the burger. And guys, I'm going to apply some texture in this shape here. All right, I'm gonna apply some texture. It's quite simple, but I'm thinking about choose the raster mode at this stage. Okay, because I like choose the raster mode in these situations. Okay, because the texture is more organic than the vector. Okay, but you guys can use the vector texture as well. But let me, if I start to, let me grab this color using the color picker. Okay, so if you guys click on here below, you guys will see this color picker. Okay, and just click here, and you guys can make a bit of, you know, let me change a bit this. Okay, make it with a bit white. Let me see here. Okay, and create just a few texture. Okay, look how nice is this. This is the texture that I'm creating. Okay, and you guys can apply to the, you know, to the burger, but in my situation here I like to keep it like this, and I'll apply to this one. Grab this color and apply on here as well. Okay, this side below needs to have a bit more, you know, I'd say shadow. Okay, and in order to apply a shadow on here, you guys can copy. Look, you guys can use this salad, duplicate, bring this below, and make this as dark shape. Oops, this one. Okay, as dark. Bring this here more to below. Okay, let me delete the shapes inside. What I'm doing basically, I'm just copying, you know, the salad and bring this this to below. Okay, so you guys can just apply the Gaussian blur. Okay, look. Dude, look, I will ban you because you are really bothering me. You don't deserve to watch this tutorial, really. I don't have patience to handle with people like you, really. My apologize to my patrons because perhaps this guy is not even here. Okay, and look here, I have this shadow. Okay, and I will apply the transparency tool. Okay, look, I'll apply the transparency tool right now, and I can change this. Okay, and here you go. Look, this is the sandwich, guys, that we have created. Let me resize this again. Look, oops. I will convert this as curve. Okay, because look, if you guys resize this, probably you are going to have, you know, the the corners following, you know, the size. And I will convert this to curves. Okay, convert this to curves. This one here as well. Okay, let me see here. Convert to curves. And now I can resize this. Look, now it's working perfectly, guys. Okay, let me back here with our project. Okay, the burger, and let me change. Look, pay attention to the contrast, okay, that we have on here, because this is too orange, you know. I will make this a bit more red, like this. Okay, like this. And remember about that burger that I did, this one. Okay, look, I will do here a new effect. Okay, for example, I will insert here a phone. Okay, I'm gonna save your time by teach you this technique. Okay, just type here phone. Okay, but you guys will click here show vector items. Okay, pay attention to this process. We have the stock. Okay, type phone and click here show vector items, and you guys will see here these options. You know, you guys can select one of this. You know, I will select this one here. Let me see which one I can select that I like most. I can use, let's see, let's type mobile just to see. Mobile. You can try to use this one here. I'm looking for one that is, you know, with a bit of distortion in a different perspective. I like this one here is perfect. Okay, look, I just need to drag and drop, and it's going to download this. Okay, look, this is an embed document. Okay, this is an embed document, and I want to make some changes in this vector design that I got from the internet. Okay, I will tap here twice, and it's gonna open this new document. Okay, and now I'll just copy this. Okay, copy and click here to back, and now I can hide this document. Okay, and I will just click here paste, and now we have the vector, you know, the vector layer, and I can change this. I can delete, I can remove this stroke. Okay, you can remove this. Look, you can remove like I'm doing right now, and now I will change this color. Look how nice it is. You guys can you can use images from the internet. Of course, this needs to be free. Okay, don't try to use everything. Try to create something, you know, by yourself. But I'm showing you here how you guys can save your time. Okay, because when you are working, you don't have a lot of time to vector everything, you know. This is the truth. Okay, yeah, here we go. I have this. I can apply, you know, a bit of shading on here. And look, guys, I want to apply a nice technique that is this one. I want to make this sandwich, you know, getting out from the mobile phone. Okay, let's say that you are creating a marketing campaign for someone that wants to sell you know, burgers, you know, by delivery, because we are having coronavirus, and okay, this is the point. You need to have a purpose, you know, in order to create these stuffs. And I want to make, you know, it's very simple, guys, this technique. I want to make this by erasing this side on here. Okay, there is mask technique. There is a lot of techniques that you guys can use, you know, but the best technique that I want to share with you, okay, my personal technique, is this one here. Let me just make this with low opacity. Okay, decrease the opacity of this burger. Okay, and now I'm going to use the pen tool. Okay, use the pen tool, use the fill, just to show you the area that I'm gonna create. Click here, click here, click here, and this is the area, okay, that are going to, oops, later, just touch it. Okay, and look, here we have the area. Okay, and now what I'm gonna do, guys, I will group these two objects. Okay, group them, and let me save this in case we have some bugs. Okay, now this area here, you guys just need to click here. Okay, the layer options, select this layer options, and in this option here, you guys you just tap here, erase. And look, guys, this is the technique. Okay, and you guys basically have just created a nice way to clip things without using the mask, because the mask sometimes is quite difficult. Okay, guys, if you really enjoy this tutorial, make sure that you can become the patron to sponsor this channel. You know, I'm doing these lessons for you that want to learn about graphic design, illustration, all the techniques that is very easy to do. Okay, this is why I'm here. For the people that don't like my stuffs, guys, go find someone else, you know, to watch. If you don't like my stuffs, go find someone else to learn. Okay, I don't care a lot, you know, about if people don't like everything that I do. And here is the point. Okay, you guys can for example, let me apply this into here. Look, for example, I want to make a nice effect like this. Let me show you. Look, this is the burger. Okay, and I want to make this, you know, above and this below. It's the same way. Okay, what you guys can do, bring this at the top. Okay, and now remember about this is separated. Okay, this is separated. I can't make this like this. Let's try to make, look, and burger. Okay, oh, this is much more dynamic, you know, it's more fun, playful. So try always to play around your text, your curves, in order to understand the things that you guys can apply. And here in this text, okay, I want to make a very nice effect. This one here I think is good. Okay, and look again, create an area. Okay, make a, you know, decrease the opacity first in order to see the area. And here we go. Okay, this is there, and group these both shapes. Okay, this one and this one. Okay, and this curve on here, just to show you again, just to teach you, click here, erase. Okay, and now back on here and increase your, you know, your the curve. And again, we have just a small, you know, a small curve on here that we can change, you know, but it's just are going to destroy your text. Okay, and again, draw a shape and group this. This one needs to be erased. Look, and of course we have just a little mistake because we can adjust this curve. Okay, and guys, just to explain a bit better, this erase layer, basically it will erase everything behind. Okay, just to let you know. Okay, these are going to erase everything behind. I'm going to apply a shadow. Okay, because I like to apply shadow. In order to do that, I will create a circle on here. Of course I need to apply this below. Okay, why the lights? I will apply this below. Okay, here, make this as dark, apply the Gaussian blur. Of course, look, this object needs to be inside of this rectangle. All right, this is why this is getting out. Let me apply a bit of shadow because it's too strong. I want to change this. Let me group this, and I will drag this inside of this rectangle. Remember about the rectangle that I told you at the beginning, guys. Basically, you guys can just export this rectangle. All right, you guys can just export this rectangle like this. And let me reduce here the Gaussian blur a bit. Okay, look, and I will duplicate this again. Like this. Apply more transparency tool. And look, I want to blend with a better color composition. You guys can use that technique. Overlay. Okay, color overlay. This one. Let's see. Color dodge. Let's see which one fits better. reflect also works pretty well. Look. So try to experiment the composition. Okay, like this. And size a little bit more. And here we go. Okay, look. This is the social post that we are doing, and now you guys can apply a very small signature. Like I will apply my one, Jhonatan S. What was this sound? Jhonatan Silva, my Instagram. Okay, and I will change here to this Montserrat, and the positioning I will change this to a more normal, like this. Okay, look. And you guys can apply some kind of buttons. You guys can apply and explore even more the colors. Let me show you before we go. Techniques like this, for example, I can remove this and apply a stroke to make this as yellow. Okay, like this, and copy this effects. Okay, copy this and apply to these ones, paste style. And here we go, look. Okay, and when you are handling with graphic design illustration, it depends about your creativity. Okay, try to explore, try to play around, try to enjoy. This is the most important step. Okay, try to enjoy. And let's see here, you guys can change the colors behind. Let me duplicate for example, you guys can also create some kind, not this one because we have different compositions on here, but you guys can explore more the colors compositions, okay, by inserting new styles. Okay, for example, here I have my personal style, but none of these will work well for these ads that I'm creating, because I have something for grass but this is just as my example. Okay, and let me just change here the color, just show you. Okay, for example, you guys can make something like this. Okay, this is why I love to do things using this technique here, because I can change the color, the object easily. Okay, guys, I will open here right now the the comment section. Okay, the questions you guys can ask on there here, the questions. Also about the export, you guys can click here, export, select the object. Okay, and click here, create slice, and you guys can export like Retina. I like to use Retina, okay, to export my projects. And when you export, you guys can, for example, use Telegram. Okay, to be honest, I like to use Telegram in order to receive to myself in my mobile phone. Okay, let me show you on here. Look, I can click here. Okay, and example, I'll export to this one example. Okay, and guys, just showing you in real time how you guys can post. Okay, because I want to give you a complete tutorial. All right, if you guys are until here with me, you guys deserve to learn how my process works, because it's fast, in order to post your social media designs. And okay, after you export in the folder, you guys just need to open open the folder, where you guys export it, like this. It's here. And now I will just apply this, copy. You guys can click here, copy. Okay, and open the Telegram. Okay, I open my own chat on here, save messages. You guys can click here directly. Okay, and click in file. Okay, iCloud drive, and examples. Where is the examples? It's here. Okay, look, I've sent to myself this image. It's uploading, and now it's here on my mobile phone, as you guys can see. Okay, if you click here, the image is here already to post on Instagram. Okay, it's very easy. Just click here and post. Okay, it's quite simple. And guys, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial in this technique, because instead of using iCloud services in order to upload, you can use Dropbox, things like that, but I like to use Telegram in order to manage my stuff. Okay, this kind of quick transfer images, I'd say. Okay, and let me back on here, guys. If you have questions, just let me know. All right, let's see. Exactly, impulsive me. The erase, this layer here that we have, this one is a erase mode. Okay, so be careful when you are using this, because sometimes can have some bugs like this one. I can't see the name of erase. This is a layer, okay, that is above, and basically this erase will will hide basically the vector below of this object. Okay, so we have the clipping. I'd say clipping. It's not totally clipping, but it's almost a clipping. Okay, and it's going to hide the object that is below. All right, like this one. But be careful, okay, because if you apply this erase in a layer here at the top, sometimes I got some bugs. Okay, and yeah, exactly. Thank you. And basically, it's simple. It's very simple, but be careful, okay, to use that. Yeah, this will erase. You guys can also use the raster. Just to show you, okay, just to show you. You guys can use the raster. Look, I have this object, okay, and you guys can select here the pixel persona and use the polygonal, okay, and select an area, okay, and use here the erase brush, and you guys can just erase this. But why is not selected? Let me select this again. Okay, click here, erase, and inside of this mask here, okay, you can erase. Look, but I don't like to use this in this way, to be honest. Okay, like this, because there is a mask on here, and this mask you need to change all the time because it's a pixel, and I prefer that one. Okay, and okay, thank you guys. I'm not seeing here any questions anymore. And look, you guys can just copy this to here, resize this canvas. But again, let me duplicate this and apply onto here. Okay, here inside, in case you want to export in different canvas, I'd say you just need to drag, copy this this canvas and paste style, and look, we have again a nice way to export. Okay, and let's see more questions. No questions, guys. Thank you so much. I hope to see you in the next week. Okay, and I will be on the Discord channel, and you guys can become the patron in order to support this YouTube channel. Okay, thank you guys. I hope to see you in the next week. Bye bye. See you.